And here we go. Starting off here in Link South, both players check just a big 20 from Link's chest. So let's see if they are on the same path here. Sure enough, looks like they're both on their way to Uncle. So let's see how this race starts out.
Yeah, both are seemingly with the same road here.
Yep, they got the kill. Get the tree pull. Ooh, early bombs. That's a nice way to start things off.
Yep.
That'll allow them to get check Kakariko pretty early, get a lot of stuff. So we got a slight divergence here. TGH's going right for the chest while Jenja's going for the Uncle. So we're going to see both right away. Piece of Heart and Fighter's Sword from the chest. Oh, near vanilla there.
Oh, man. Yeah, that probably means that both runners will actually keep going and escape here, too. It's definitely right next here. Might as well.
Makes sense. Cause no, oh, Jenja was thinking about it.
Yeah. Realized that, oh, hey, it's a sword. Wait, I can do this now.
Yeah. That proved you wrong there, but nope, they're both heading into this dungeon area of escape. Got at least 3 chests down there. Got the potential for items. Let's see what we find.
Let's hope it's not a map. The one danger with this, like doing this early, is that you might run into the map, especially bad if it happens to be in Zelda's cell. So, but we'll see. We'll see.
Indeed, TGH with a slight lead there on that, but we're still. There's the map early. There you go. You said it.
That's fine though. Like the first chest, that's fine because you would do that later anyways as well. So yeah.
Very true. Very true. Also, you can see we got some new sprites. Jenja rocking Papoy, or the sprite from Secret of Mana, while TGH rocking Pink Link, Pink Ribbon Link. Those are brand new for version 27. Personally, as a Secret of Mana fan, I am very happy to see it represented here.
Oh yeah, me too.
Nice spin slash, getting a 5-bomb upgrade from the second chest. Now we head down and we see what Zelda's dungeon chest has for us once they get past, of course, the Chain Guard Knight. Be interesting to see what version 27 offers us here in difference to version 26. And let's see what we've got here. TGH picked the Chain Guard Knight, and we find just a piece of heart. So, back dungeon area of escape not paying off for them, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a good thing to have off their minds, though.
Ooh, hammer from the Sanctuary chest!
That's a good one. That's a very good one right there.
Yeah, that's going to be a really nice pickup. Stop! Hammer time!
That hammer would have been nice in this cave right now, but yeah.
And we get a map check. Green pendant at Hera, blue pendant at Eastern. I did not see what was at Desert.
Crystal number 4 was at Desert. So.
So that's kind of foreboding. 2 pendants already in the light world.
Not exactly what you'd like to see, but yeah.
Could be worse. Could have been all 3 pendants.
Yeah, that elusive Moon Pearl pedestal. One day.
And we got $50 in the Lumberjack case, so Agaseed looking slim. Not dead, but slim still. We'll see how the rest of the Sphere Zero run goes as we head into the Lost Woods. We'll be checking the mushroom spot and the Forest Thieves hideout. Got quite a few items there. Oh, silvers!
Not bad, not bad.
Always nice to get early silvers. That's going to make a lot of the bosses easier down the road once they find the bow for it. And just bombs in the Forest Thieves hideout. So they've got more than enough bombs for what they need coming up here in Kakariko. That's always nice to be able to not have to worry about bombs with all of the places they're going to have to check, both in Kakariko and South Shore. And even more bombs from the tree pool. So they are stocked.
Yep, I think they're good for the rest of the game, almost.
Pretty much. So this will be interesting as we head in Kakariko. Yeah, people are calling a jet seed here. They're expecting a lot of quick items. Then again, that seems to be the norm when I commentate, but that's just me.
Maybe I can offset the RNG a little bit. We'll see.
We shall see. But let's see. We're starting off in Blind Hut here. We've got 5 good items here. We got Ice Rod. That's a good start. $50, Big 20, and Big Heart.
Ice Rod is a nice pickup. You definitely don't want to search around for that. Like, even if Turtle Rock turns out to be a pendant, it's nice to have the Ice Rod. That's for sure.
Indeed, indeed. You never know when you may have to actually use that Ice Rod. You still may have to do full clear Turtle Rock. So nicely done. Piece of Heart in the back of Blind's Hut. And now we're going to be checking the well. Again, 5 more good items here. This is the general path. You get all of these items really quickly. $5 from the first chest. Let's see what we've got here. Just a Piece of Heart. And then lastly, we have Big 20, Piece of Heart, and another Big 20. Well, Cave not paying off much here, but they have enough money for the bottle vendor. So we'll see what he gets here. And we get Red Meringue. And no, folks, Chad, I wouldn't say the Nasi's been too nice. I haven't gotten much in terms of what progression we can make. We're still, we don't have a bow. We don't have any gloves. We don't have a mirror or anything like that. It's given them some decent items, but it hasn't given them anything they can use this early on. It's mostly late game stuff they've been getting.
Yeah, they still have to find something here somewhere. Probably going to go to the dam and the mini Moldorm cave after this, or maybe the race game will have something for us. Who knows? Who knows?
It's possible, but before we do that, we're going to check the library, of course. See if boots are going to be required this seed. And nope, just another Big 20 on the library shelf. So that library, say bye-bye. And 300 from the race game.
Ooh, that's a tough call. That can actually be important theoretically, so it's a tough call to actually save and quit there for the 300.
Yeah, that's Zora money right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jenja's just not even going to check. He's just going for it.
Not a bad play at all, and he's going to be relatively happy with that decision too.
Yeah, this early on, getting 300 rupees certainly does not hurt, so he's not going to be too upset finding that. Meanwhile, TGH heading down into the dam. We got 2 more items here we can find, so let's see what's hiding inside. Is he going to check the chest first, or is he going to pull the dam? He's going to check the chest and gets just a Big 20 for his trouble. I just want to guess. Call it the dam. Just call it a dang. And another Big Heart from the drained dam. He's going to take that. Getting some early health this early on is never a bad thing, because you need all the safety you can get, especially with some of the tougher bosses later on.
Alright, TGH, but to add into the mini Moldorm cave, and we'll have 5 chests here that potentially might help us.
There's got to be something in here with what little they found so far. I mean, it may not be anything super big, but we should find something. But let's see what we got. We have bomb upgrade, 5 arrow upgrade, bomb upgrade, $50, power glove. We said there would be something in there.
That is something. For now, that only really unlocks the back of escape, but that's something, I guess. Obviously, otherwise very essential item. With 1 Moon Pearl, we would have Dark World access, so that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's a potentially big item. I mean, Power Glove's always required anyway, so it's definitely good to get that as quickly as you can. And he's going to go ahead and head to the Ice Rod Cave. This is a cave that is very hard to route because no matter what route you take, it's always out of your way. So just the best to get it out of the way as soon as you can. That way you don't have to worry about it later.
Yep.
And this time we have the single arrow.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. Validated.
Yep, what we jokingly call the validation arrow. Doesn't actually mean anything, but, yeah, we have fun. And as you... Go ahead.
TGH making the call, immediately checking the back of escape, which is the most prevalent thing that unlocked the power glove, so we'll see if he finds something very interesting here, maybe.
Yep. You called it earlier, is that this is probably the only other place they can go at this point. So let's see what we find here. We have triple bombs, small key, and master sword.
I'm surprised he save and quit there and didn't go into the dark room.
Oh,
with the master sword and the sword beams, it's actually relatively easy to go through there.
Easy, yes, but it is still considered a sequence break, so he's probably betting that there won't be much there.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, eastern, pretty much the eastern side here with Sasha's hut, Eastern Palace, that's left. And interestingly enough, we still have Zora, who could logically be reached at this point. Which TGH probably right now thinking, I better find some money if there's nothing here, or else.
He's gonna have to go back to that race game, probably. We'll see. But let's see what Sir Hassel is hiding in his closet today. We have Piece of Heart, Blue Mail, and Quack.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, we're not finding anything significant this time. This normally, you know, what I see is that you get a lot of items early, like a lot of good items early on, and then it kind of holds you back. But this one, well, it's been giving them some decent stuff. It hasn't given anything big yet. The Power Glove is probably the biggest thing they found, that and the hammer. The rest of it, we don't really know what's useful yet. Jenja actually going straight to Death Mountain, which is an interesting play.
Yeah. Decent, yeah, definitely getting the save and quit spot. He has to do that eventually anyways, and he's only really losing time doing this if the flute is somewhere here in Eastern at this point. So definitely not a bad move right here, and he could potentially sequence break into something big. So we'll see what comes out of that.
Yep, we shall see. TGH finding the map in Eastern. The sooner you get those items out of the way, the better. But you want to hope that you can find the bow or find all the items in Eastern before you have to clear it, because you don't want to have to leave an item behind if you can help it.
Yeah.
So at this point, he's probably hoping to find all the items early. Moon Pearl!
Moon Pearl and Eastern. Yeah, that was what I was thinking, is that either the lamp or the Moon Pearl would be here. And yeah, this is Dark World access right there. So, see, it opens up a little bit from here.
Indeed. Also, thank you to Darius891 for the $4.99 sub. We appreciate it, my friend.
Ooh, Jenya found the cape on Death Mountain here. Interesting.
Not bad. Not bad at all. And TGH, so there's the big key. So he's got 2 more chests to check. I'm sure he's hoping not to find the compass in either of these chests, because if he doesn't, that means he knows the Armor Sites have it and he won't have to come back here. Unless, of course, this is a pedestal seed. Never mind. Armor Sites have an item. Boy, commentator's curse.
Oh, dear.
So at some point, there's a chance they may have to come back here once they find the bow to see what the Armos Knights have, if they have anything.
Okay, yeah. After his Death Mountain trip, Jenya also making the way. Is going to do the same thing that TGH is just doing right now. TGH is going to have a bit of a lead into Dark World there, but remember, Jenya already checked Death Mountain, the first 2 items, so there is that.
Yeah, didn't find anything significant, but that cape could always come back later. We'll see. But TGH now heading in. Now, bear in mind, this is also a sequence break because they don't have the lamp. So it's likely they may not find anything too big, but we'll see. Never mind! Flippers!
Oh boy. That's, wow. Okay.
All right, Shage, I think I need to shut up now. Was not expecting flippers in that. I was not expecting anything in the sequence break.
I mean, keep talking if you give them items. That works for me.
I'm sure it works for them too.
Yeah.
And that pretty much means Aghanim Seed is officially dead because they now, with those slippers, they can access all parts of the Dark World. Even though you have to kind of go a roundabout way to get to the east side of it, they can still access it.
Yep. Indeed.
And now we access the location formerly known as the Hype Cave. Let's see if it's actually hype today. And we got 20 bucks from the thief. Not much there, and that's always a bad sign. And then we have triple palms, piece of heart container, and 50 bucks. Trash cave.
We did get a chest turn from TGH. I guess that's hype.
Perhaps. So more than likely, he's going to be heading the long way around into Village of Outcasts, stopping by old Stumping Modout to see what he has.
Yeah, this is interesting. With the access they have currently, Pyramid or Catfish could very well be in play at this point, because there's not a lot of locations that open up. It's only really the start of Skullwoods and, well, Village of Outcasts plus Thieves Town are currently opened up, so those two locations might hold something. Who knows?
We'll see.
It's kind of difficult to route especially if you don't have boots. You always feel bad about going long ways. So I can't see anybody go there, but maybe they have to.
Yep. Also, Alex Supernova, thank you for the $4.99 sub. We appreciate it. 3 months in a row. TGH now checking the digging game. We'll see what Alec Baldwin has for us here today. And just a big 20.
This is what I'm saying. He's hurting for money. He actually picked up that rupee. He's still thinking about that race game.
I think so, yeah. So he's going to go the other way around, back into... He's either going to head to Death Mountain or to the Dark World over near Kakariko, and I think that's where he's going. Which way he goes from there, don't know yet.
I would assume he's going to go check Skullwoods and then going to make his way to Village of Outcasts from there. Seems like a very reasonable play at this point, especially knowing that Skullwoods is pretty infamous in these last two logics for having one or the other item. You know.
Yeah, version 26, there was a 45% chance to find progression items in Skull Woods. So it's definitely not a bad play to make, and I don't think version 27 made a big change to that. So we'll see if that continues here. We'll see which way. TGH now heading into the Dark World. Jenja, I think... Oh, we got a Dark World chap here. Red Pendant in Misery Mire, and it looks like Crystal 6 was at Ice Palace. I did not see where Crystal 5 was.
Crystal 5 was Skull Woods, so...
Ah...
And TGH, of course, ignoring what I said just now, and is going straight up into the Village of Outcasts. Awesome.
It's like he's listening to you and doing the opposite just to spite you.
He's just like, nope, not gonna do that, my friend. Sorry.
Not finding much in the chess game. Jenja now heading into the trash cave. He's not gonna be happy with what he finds there. TGH quickly opening up Thieves Town real quick on the way. And he's going to check the bombable hut to see what's in there. Mirror!
Oh boy.
That's helpful right about now.
Well,
if he finds literacy anywhere before going to Skull Woods, he may be tempted to do a pedestal check.
Yeah. Also, Swamp Palace is actually open, even though it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, it's still out of sequence, technically.
Very interesting. Of course, they don't have the hook shot, but they could get the first couple chests there.
And the flute in Thieves Town.
Wow. Interesting, interesting. I mean, that doesn't immediately do anything aside from making travel a bit easier, but as soon as they find myths, it unlocks the Maya area, so yeah, that's interesting, especially considering that Meyer is a pendant.
Yeah, it looks like the Dark World is holding all the good stuff, it looks like. And Shovel, hashtag fetch quest.
That has to be a good item too, right?
Potentially. So it looks like TGH actually made the right call going to Thieves Town first as opposed to Skullwoods, but you never know. Skullwoods could still have some stuff. We've got a lot of items left to find here.
Yeah. Calling Skullwoods boots right now.
Ooh.
Ooh, and Jenja is going to make something, going to do something different here. He's going to check the flipper locations first, even though he knows it's off sequence. Very interesting. There's a Bugnet right there on Lake Hylia.
Probably not going to pick that up because logically there's nothing that you can use it with. It's not a progression item per se, so probably not going to be seeing that.
Nope, probably not. Interestingly enough, Jenja also has enough money for Zora, so that's probably why he decided to do that right now.
Makes sense. Gets a 10 bomb upgrade from the hobo. And meanwhile, TGH gonna tried to set up the blind hole, but missed the bomb just shy. And there's the map. So it looks like we're going to be heading downstairs, and Jenja, of course, like we said, heading up to the Waterfall of Wishing in Zora's domain. Again, this is technically out of sequence, so I don't know if we're going to find much, but let's see. We've got a heart container and a piece of heart. It's a lot of love in the waterfall. TGH is going to pick up the maiden here real quick, and he's got the hammer, so he will check the big chest, and there's the small key to get to it. So that's going to be interesting to see what's in there. And unfortunately, I missed what was on the Zora ledge. So I don't know if he's going to...
bombs.
Just bombs? Okay, so he's not getting that. Let's see what he gets from Zora here. TGH is going to check the big chest and finds just a piece of heart. All right, let's see what 500 bucks get you this week. We have just a bomb upgrade.
Alright, so, not immediately good for Jenja, but I mean, he has the locations checked, so that's good.
Indeed. Sooner or later, TGH will probably go back there to check those locations, so not a big deal.
Yeah.
But TGH starting his blind fight. He's got the Master Sword, so he's got that little tiny bit of extra range to hit blind, so that'll work out better for him as opposed to using the regular sword or the hammer. And a very clean blind fight, no problem whatsoever. There's the compass, and there's our first crystal of the night.
Yeah, perfect. Perfectly done. Very nice.
And Jenja now gonna head into the Dark World. And everyone rise for the Link to the Past national anthem as TGH activates his flute. And ladies and gentlemen, the goose is loose! Now TGH gonna double check the rest of Village of Outcasts, finding Big 20 in the Sea House. Now, a lot of is opened up here for TGH. He's going to head over to Death Mountain. Going to stop in and pick up the old man on the way. We know we're just not going to find too much other than the cape, but with the hammer and the mirror, he can access East Death Mountain, which will give him a lot of potential items.
Yep, indeed.
You could also go inside Tower of Hera to check its 2 items. Jenja finding the compass in the big chest. Don't think he's found anything else of significance, though, so we'll have to keep our eyes peeled and see what else he finds.
He did find a piece of heart so far, but that's not really very significant, so yeah.
No, there's one other item hiding in there, so we'll see what else he finds along the way. Jenja having a little bit of trouble there with the Gibdos, and almost got caught by the Wallmaster. And there's 5 rupees in the other chest, so that's it for Skull Woods. We'll have to eventually go back, but they can't finish it without the fire rod, so we'll have to wait.
Yep, they're probably going to route that in at the very end at some points. At least Jenja will. I mean, TGH still has to check technically, so he might come here at some other point, but yeah.
He might be waiting until he gets a fire rod so he can full clear it, which does make sense.
Yep.
TGH going to head into Tower of Hera. There are also 2 unique items here, so let's see what he finds. Starting off downstairs, the lamp!
Oh! And the Cane of Samaria in Bumper Cave.
Oh!
And TGH did ignore the cape. Oh man. He did see the cape, but he ignored it.
Yeah, he does not know that he's gonna need it, so oh my! Ladies and gentlemen, call Phantom Ryu, because it's gotta be Kane.
The question is, will TGH pick up the cape anyways on his way down, or is it just going to be because like I can't see him check Bumper Cave at some point? Like I just can't see it.
That is going to come back to haunt him later on. This is a huge advantage for Jenja. Finding the cape in Spectacle Rock Cave, grabbing it, and then finding out it was required to get the cane. That is a very, very lucky call. And there was a piece of heart there in the big chest in Hera. Oh man, this race just got interesting, folks.
Oh yeah, this could be some trouble for TGH. He might go back for the cape, but I mean, he still has like East Death Mountain after Hera here. Can check items there, and I have a hard time seeing him going back up just for that cape.
Yeah, not until he inevitably checks Bumper Cave and realizes he's got to go back for it. That's going to cost him a lot of time. Meanwhile, he's going to go ahead and take on Trolldorm. Very quick fight with the hammer. Trolldorm's not trolling him today. And he gets the small key. I don't think he got the map, so I think that's in the basement.
I think so? Yeah, I think that makes it. Yeah. He did get the lamp and the heart piece, so yeah.
Yeah, so no basement run today, which I'm sure he's happy about. And indeed, he is heading to East Death Mountain. He is not realizing that he just passed up a very critical item in the cape.
Oh boy.
That's going to hurt him later.
It's going to hurt, especially if Meyer and TR are not really like locking any items, so there will be no indication that he actually needs the cane until it's the last item. That could hurt him very badly.
And of course, with other boots, TGH is going to take the Walk of Shame through the Spiral Cave. Already we're seeing. Oh, Jenja, I think took a death there in Thieves Town.
Yeah, I think that was on purpose at the start of the dungeon, just to refill some health. He was like very low.
Makes sense. Big 20 from the Spiral Cave. So now TGH going to head into the Paradox Cave, or as I like to call it, the true hype cave of version 26 and possibly even 27, because there's almost always at least a few good items here. Seven potential items here. We've got a piece of heart and big 20 in the bottom part. And then we find Fisher Price Shield, another piece of heart, and 10 arrows, 300 rupees, and Fire Rod!
All right.
And people are saying I jinxed it. Not entirely, I didn't.
That will probably make TGH go to Skullwoods. But he will finish it and then probably still not check Bumper Cave, unfortunately. Yeah, other than that, they have the start of Swamp still. The Pyramid, the Catfish, Pod is still in play. With the Lamp being found, everything that has Dark Rooms is now in play, so... Yeah, we'll see. And yeah, TGH fluting over, and we'll probably do Skullwoods, not find anything, but finish the dungeon, which is progression. So there's that, and I'm curious to see what he does after that. Because he has a couple of options that are all not that great, but one of them has to hold something, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes from there. Since we're seeing a lot of similar progress here, I'm going to take this early time to remind you folks, if you're enjoying our runners, Jenja and TGH, please do give them a follow on Twitch. They are racing hard for you, putting their pride on the line for this tournament. So please, show them some support, give them some love. Always good to do. Always a good time.
Oh, okay, TGH might actually end up checking Bumper Cave. He's going to do the backside of Skullwoods first, and then go back through, which is a smart play if you just got the Fire Rod and you're looking for items. Because, yeah, he can check the locations that are on Upper Dark World that way as well, because he will be close to the exit of the woods here, so that's very nice for him. He's going to waste a little bit of time in the back end here, trying to find an item, but on the other hand, yeah, that might actually make him check Bumper Cave, which is very nice for him.
Always helpful. Also, thank you to Valrath for the Twitch Prime sub. Your support is appreciated, sir. So yeah, at this point, while TGH does have the lead in terms of completed dungeons, that cane, the longer he goes without realizing that cane's on the Bumper Cave, the more Jenja has a chance to take the lead.
And if I quickly glance at the item setup, we know we have the Fire Rod, we have the Ice Rod, we know where the cane is, we have a Medallion, we have the Hammer, and all we need is Titansmith, and suddenly, Turtle Rock might actually be in play already.
That's never a good thought for our runners. They have to do it eventually, but they'd like to save that for as late as they can, if for nothing else, to just make it easy to go to Ganon's Tower straight from Turtle Rock. Jenja with a pretty nice fight there on blind. TGH working on Mothula, having a little bit of trouble, but with only Master Sword, that's as we expected. It's a hard fight no matter what you do.
Yep. Very nice hammer hit there at the very end. Very well done.
Indeed, indeed. There's the map.
All right, and Skull was a Crystal 5 and 6, one of Crystal 5 and 6. So all they need now is Ice Palace, and they have access to the Pyramid Fairy. So there is that.
TGH now gonna check the back chest here in the back end of Skull Woods. Not gonna find much, but and there's the small key. So as expected, he's gonna have to continue checking chests. Will he check the bumper cave? Because once he does, he's going to realize he's got to go back to Death Mountain and get that cape.
Jenja has a plan here, apparently. And I think that plan... Ooh, he's going to check... Ah, okay. And then maybe go to Swamp from here? That's not a bad play.
Nope. Not entirely terrible here. So let's see what he finds. He's going to check the Mirror Cave and finds $5. Not much there. All right, TGH finds the piece of heart. He's heading out. He knows the big chest is empty. Which way is he going to go? So looking at our items right now, what can we expect? What could we expect on the pedestal? Bow is not possible because Eastern Palace is required, so we know that can't be it. Hook shot, not likely given that Mire is required. And I think TGH just realized he needs to. Yeah, he just checked his bumper cave. He knows he's got to get his cape.
Yep, he found it.
But as far as other items are concerned, I think the hook shot, and yeah, maybe at most the hook shot. I don't think we're going to be seeing a pedestal suit this run, to be honest.
We don't know TR's medallion yet, so that's
true.
Possibility. Technically, boots. Boots could lock desert. Technically,
that is very true.
There's that. Can always have something like powder on there too for more fun.
Oh, get the chain quests going. That's always fun. All right, so TGH gonna pick up his cape. Meanwhile, Jenja is going into Swamp Palace. Gonna be a bit of a risky play because he doesn't have the hook shot. So unless he finds it here, he can't full clear it.
Mm-hmm. And he also doesn't know it, but this is on sequence. But oh my god, the Titan's bits! Oh, that's huge! Oh my god.
Well, the gamble paid off in some respect, that's for sure. Oh, nice call by Jenja.
Oh my, yeah. And this is off sequence for him too, because he doesn't have the lamp, and the flippers were lamp locked. So wow, that's big, very big.
Yeah.
Looks like he keeps going too. Like he's going to check left side as well.
Makes sense. Again, he's looking for the hook shot because he can't full clear Swamp without it. So I can understand him checking left side, hoping to find it. But still, with the Titan's mitts, that opens up a lot. Very good call going there when he did. He may have to double dip, but we'll see how that plays out.
From the looks of it, it's required to double dip, but the hook shot could still be out there somewhere where both runners didn't check. But, you know, it might actually be a required double dip.
We'll see. We'll see. Depends on where we find the Titan's mitts. Truth be told, it's only a double dip if you don't go to Hera. Technically, he could have done this in one go. It's just really out of the way to do that. Finds the blue potion and opts to nope right on out of there because he didn't find what he was looking for. Didn't check left side.
Yeah. I mean, I would have done it at that point, but he has other plans. I mean, he did get the value out of the dungeon already, so... and I think he figures if you're racing a runner like TGH, you gotta cut corners wherever you can. So it makes sense, I guess.
Very true, very true. Jenja now turning in that bottle he just picked up. Sick kid giving him a single rupee. He's sick. You know, making money's hard when you're sick. TGH now looks like he's heading to the graveyard. He's going the long way around because he doesn't have the Titan's Mist, but he can check both the Mirror Cave. Well, no, he can't check King's Tomb yet because he doesn't have the boots, but he can check the Mirror Cave to see what it has. And just 10 arrows there from the graveyard cave. Jenja now heading down to pick up the Frogsmith. Time to get a little froggy up in here. But of course, Jenja also going to do the peg cave first before he turns the frog in. Again, no boots. So he's going to do this the slow way. Meanwhile, TGH going to head over. I think he's going for catfish.
Yep, I'm going to do the catfish pyramid and then probably checking out pot first if that holds nothing.
We'll see how that plays out for him. Jenja probably also going to check the purple chest once he finishes up with the swordsmith. So we're seeing some big divergence here. This is where we start to see, like, as good as both these runners are really good. So it's a matter of what gambles do you make and which ones pay off. And right now it's pretty even, though I think Jenja's got the bigger luck here. Jenja finding a big heart from the swordsmiths. Let's see what Catfish has. Just a big 20.
Oh yeah, and TGH also has to still do the flipper locations that Jenja already checked, so there's that.
Not going to find much, but still needs to be checked. Better to do it all in one run. Good, efficient routing there. Jenja now turning at his purple chest and finds literacy.
Oh. Oh my. That is a very...
Yeah, this close to desert, he could check Bomb. Well, he's not going to be able to check it here, but he could have checked Bombo's tablet if he was in the Dark World. Nonetheless, he's going to head over to Meyer, check the Meyer shack, and see what, maybe even see what medallion he needs just in case. And, oh, I could not see which one that was.
I think Bombo's.
I think I saw Bombo's too. So
yeah.
But it's still a pendant dungeon, so we may not have to go into it. Potentially, we'll see. But let's see what the Meyer Shack holds, and we've got Piece of Heart and Triple Bombs.
Yeah, the question is, what does TGH do now?
That's a
He
very
doesn't
good
have a lot of options.
Looks like he might be making the play on Swamp potentially. Jenja now heading over to the checkerboard cave. And just a piece of heart there. No, thank you.
He's checking. TJ's checking the single mirror location before he goes. Is he even thinking about going into Swamp? I don't know. It's always a really tough play to make if you don't have the hook shot. It's a really tough play. It
really is. Jenja now heading over to Agnes Cave. That has not been checked yet. Desert was ignored for a lot of this, which, given it's a crystal surprise, and getting another potion with some red goo, got some code red in the house. Now, will he go into Desert and check that one? No, he's getting his flute ready. He's going to be getting that and right out.
Yeah, I think Jenja has to make the Death Mountain play soon. He will find his fire rod there, and that will potentially give him access to actually go into Turtle Rock. Ooh, he might actually, after all, go into Desert with the backdoor here.
TGH using his shovel, finding 300 rupees from the dig spot in the Sacred Grove. But yeah, it looks like Jenja is heading into the back end. Maybe he forgot he had the book, or he just liked to go this route instead. I don't know either way. Gonna pick up, checks the ledge, finds triple bombs there. Not gonna bother with that. But unless one of the keys is in on the torch, he could full clear this. It all comes down to the torch.
No, TGH, this is not where you want to go. No.
He doesn't know the mitts are waiting for him. Shield on the torch, so desert can be full cleared right now, and I think that's what Jenja is going to be doing.
Oh yeah. There's absolutely no reason to wait for the full clear here because, yeah, boots are more than likely not required at all, unless GT holds a surprise for us.
It's a very slim chance, so I doubt they're going to be too worried about it. I've only seen a few instances where the boots were required, and more often than not, the boots were in Ganon's tower. There's the big key.
Good point in Shadows that Jenja does not have the lamp or the fire rod.
Oh, good point. He can't full clear.
No.
He didn't go. He had both fire sources are on Death Mountain. He has not been to either one of those spots. My mistake. It was TGH that can do it.
Yeah, he has both. Maybe he can share one with Jenja real fast. No.
Ooh, some Mountain Dew up on the pyramid. TGH's gonna pick that up because he doesn't have a bottle yet.
That's actually really bad for TGH because he might think that actually might be the thing he needed. Oh well.
Yep, that's taking him further and further away from Swamp Palace. But he is going to head to Pod, it looks like.
Good for TGH that Jenja also has a Death Mountain phobia, apparently. So.
Apparently. He is avoiding Tower of Hera and Eastern Death Mountain, even though he can access it. And we know he's going to have to go there eventually.
And now, interestingly enough, Pod could still have something really big here, in theory. We are still missing some things, like the hookshot, for instance, which could be in there. The bow itself could also be in there. So we'll have to see.
Oh, never mind! Sir Hustle has the bow! Oh. And Kate O'Brien from Jenja on the Bombos tablet. Woo-wee!
All right. Okay, well. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's... I don't know if that's good or bad for TGH, though. Like, we have to see. Because if Pod is empty, that's actually bad that he gets the bow here.
Gonna throw him through the way, though he can't full clear Pod now. As he finishes paying off everyone's favorite extortionist, Kiki the Monkey, and heads in. Jenja finally heading up to Death Mountain. I think he's finally going to be checking at least Eastern Death Mountain, if not Tower of Hera. The one benefit for TGH heading into Pod, though, is that it is a crystal dungeon, so it is necessary for him to clear it. He's right here. Makes sense for him to do it.
For sure, for sure. Do you get to see the Ether tablet, which we haven't actually seen before this?
That's very true. Let's see what that offers. And just a piece of heart. Not surprising, to be honest.
Big key in Pod is very early, so that's very, very nice, actually.
Indeed. That's the thing about Pod, is that most of the keys are in the front end of Pod, while most of the items are in the back, as I think it's Dr. Bob Tastic calls it, the mullet mansion. Business in the front, party in the back. So Jenja now heading up Tower of Hera. He's gonna be getting. He got his lamp now, and he's gonna end up full. He might end up full clearing. He's gonna have to full clear Tower of Hera because it's green pendant, and we know that that's what you need for the bow. So hopefully he thinks to do that. TGH now finding more of his keys here in Pod.
This is very interesting. We're one item away, basically, from knowing where every item is that gives us go modes. Like, only the hook shot. Only the hook shot.
Yeah, we're a hook shot and potentially one medallion away from commentator's go mode, as I like to call it. Because, yeah, we've gone where most of the items are at this point. There's big 20 in the upper central chest. TGH finishing the front end, about to finish up the front end of pod, finds another small key. So he is ready to finish up. Meanwhile, Jenya is indeed going to take on Trolldorm.
Nice.
Yes, we know he's called Moldorm, folks, but if you've played Link to the Past or most Zelda games, you know why we call him Trolldorm. But with a few spin slashes, Jenya has no problem taking him out, getting his last key there and the green pendant. Very good call. He's going to be happy when he turns that into Sir Hasala. TGH now going for the bomb jump. Very tricky bomb jump to do, but if he can pull this off, he will. That'll save him some time. And he gets it. Gets a bomb upgrade for his trouble. That is probably one of the hardest bomb jumps in the game to do, only because you have a time limit to get it before you have to reset the whole room.
Definitely.
Now Jenya is going to do the Walk of Shame in Spiral Cave, while TGH finishing up the Dark Maze of Pod. That's one of those places where you really want to have the lamp, even if you're a good player, because that maze is so confusing. So he's probably happy to have that lamp going in. Now TGH in the other arm. There's Tempered Sword.
That's a nice find.
Not entirely useful here, given that he's got silver arrows, but he's still got quite a few bosses to beat, so that'll come in handy later. We've got our Cheeto sword.
Okay, so Jenya is about to find his fire rod, and we'll then actually check things that we haven't seen yet, which is the Dark Death Mountain. So, pretty excited for that. Whereas TGH found everything, he just has to finish out Pod now. Yep. And I'm curious to see, you mentioned this way earlier, Armos does have an item. Does he actually decide to gamble for that and go back into Eastern?
That's a very good question. That's a bit of a gamble, because we found quite a few of the items. So there's a good. It's not a high chance of having anything good. But if it has the hook shot, then
The thing is, TGH does not have the mitts yet, so he might actually do it.
That's very true. That is very true. He has not gone into Swamp Palace, so that might be the play he ends up making. We'll see what happens with that. Jenya finishing up the Paradox Cave. He's going to go take the lower way into Dark Death Mountain. So let's see what he finds in the Super Bunny Cave. And of course, hopefully the Turtle Rock checks, and he knows he's going to have to come back for that. And some speculating that TGH, since he does know how to, may not need the hook shot because he can hover, but there might be some places where he still needs it.
One being Swamp Palace, actually.
TGH now working on the Helmisar King. Doing very good work there on the mask, and opting not to go for silvers. But he's got the Tempered Sword, so he clears through it quickly. Jenya finding the Bloomerang in the Super Bunny Cave. But TGH finishing off the Helmisar King, getting the map and his next crystal. At this point, I'd say the advantage is going to TGH. He's got a heck of a lead right now. And it's only a matter of time before he hits the Swamp Palace to get those Titans bits.
Oh, TR is Quake, so Jenya can go in. Oh,
Quake, boy. Yeah. Turtle Rock is successful. Will he go for it? Because he has everything he needs.
Yep, he's going. He's going. For sure. And TGH is going for Armos Knights. Oh my god.
Two big gambles here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, whose is going to pay off? This is the kind of stuff we love to see in these randomizer races, is making those big gambles and figuring out which one's going to be the payoff, which one is going to give you that OMG, he's just got the lead moment. As Jenya now entering Turtle Rock, a ton of potential items in here, 6 items, I believe, in Turtle Rock. So this could be a big play. And with Turtle Rock not being available with just the Quake Medallion, that means we are pretty much just a hook shot away from Go Mode. Especially for TGH, who has the bow already. Yeah, he only needs the hook shot for Go Mode. If the Armos Knights have it, that is going to be huge for him. And yes, we know he does need the meats, but you know he will find them on his way. It will not take him long. It's still technically Go Mode at that point. Now TGH taking on the Armos Knights. Jenya working his way through Turtle Rock. Got a lot of big plays here. All right, here we go. What do they got? Just a big 20 from the Armos Knights.
Oh my. Oh my. I'm not sure what TGH has left, but I think it's time for Swamp at this point.
Well, let's see where he goes. He's heading to Meyer area. He's probably going to check Desert.
Agonist Cave.
Yep, looks like it. Not going to find much there if I recall correctly.
Mm-mm. A bottle.
Jenya having a little bit of trouble with the chain chomps, some of the most ruthless enemies in the game, even with red mail. But there's the big key. This race has definitely been very interesting. A lot of back and forth. Jenya doesn't have the lead, but he's got enough knowledge and items to really catch up fast. But TGH...
The problem for Jenya is the bow. He does have the green medallion, but when do you check that, like, realistically?
That's very true. Going to Sarhasala when you don't have any reason to go over there is a risky play, but eventually he will need to go to Pod, so sooner or later he'll check that. Moogle, getting Bunny Bean turning into a Moogle. And we've got red mail from that one chest. Now TGH heading back up to Death Mountain. Is he going where I think he's going? He's probably going to Dark Death Mountain at this point.
He can't.
Oh, that's right. He needs Titan's mitts.
I'm not quite sure what he's actually doing.
Spike Cave.
Oh, that's right. Oh, man.
Jenya now working on the Mimic Cave. TGH finding a full heart container in the Spike Cave. Not quite what he was hoping for. And a piece of heart in the Mimic Cave. But it gives him enough for a heart increase, so he's got his health back. Nicely done going back into Turtle Rock Part 2.
Indeed, and I think it's time for TGH now to go into Swamp Palace. I think he's exhausted all his options.
It looks like it.
He's not going to be very happy once he opens that first chest, to be honest with you.
No, he is not. But nonetheless, with the advantage he's got right now, he's got one heck of a lead. He's in good shape right now. I don't think he knows it yet.
He's in okay shape, but it depends on where the hookshot is, how his shape is actually going to end up being. Like, if it's in Turtle Rock, for instance, Jenya might come back from having that deficit in crystals.
That's very true. If Boots and or Hookshot are in here in Turtle Rock, he is going to have a huge chance to catch up. So do not count him out of this game yet, folks. This race is far from over.
That being said, the hookshot could literally almost be anywhere at this point. It could still be in Swamp on the left side for all we know. It could be in Ice Palace. It could be at the Pyramid Ferry. If we find Bombo somehow, it could be in Mire when we have Boots as well. So, like, all kinds of crazy, funky combinations could be possible.
Indeed, but Jenya's going to start checking the laser bridge. We'll see what we find there. First chest has a piece of heart. Second chest, small key. TGH picking up his Titan's mitts now. He's probably relieved to find those finally. And Jenya having a little bit of trouble on laser bridge. You may have to go for the safety at this point.
I'm thinking he will, for sure.
Now the question is, yep, he's going for the safety. Will TGH check left side swamp, and will he find something that Jenya missed? That is the question.
That's a big one, yeah. I think he might just try to find something on left side.
Nothing on laser bridge. He's going to go ahead and take a death to refill his health a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, TGH not even... I don't even think he's... Oh, he was about to skip South End, but he's going to go check that first. He's going to get his blue potion from that. And Jenya now working his way towards Trinex. He's going to have to pick up that magic refill on the way. But he is in relatively good shape. He's got at least a blue and a green potion, if I'm not mistaken, or at least one of those two. I know he's got the blue, so he's good on magic.
Yep, he should be fine. I mean, indeed, we do see the left side from TGH, so if you're a TGH fan, you hope that something, aka the hookshot, is over here, and not Bombos.
Yeah, no kidding. Bombos is the last thing you want to find, but the hookshot is what we really want to see. So this is the play. Who makes the better call? Jenja now working on Trinax. Gonna use Hammer Strat since he does not have the Tempered Sword. Has only a little bit of trouble with Trinex's first phase. Now on to the main phase. He's going to get a few hits in, but he's not going to get a no-cycle because he's going to have to hit that center spot. He's not going to be able to do damage in time. But nonetheless, clears out Trinex with little effort. Nicely done. And what does it get for his trouble? Just a burrito.
Yes, the TR was empty, interestingly enough.
Yeah. Could have saved that one for Go Mode. It wouldn't have helped much, but it would have made it easier to get to Death Mountain or get to Ganon's Tower from there. But nonetheless, what do we find? TGH finds a heart container on one side. But we still have one other side to check.
And it looks like Jenya might be going into Ice Palace.
Seems like the only play to make right now. I don't blame him. right, TGH, what do you find in that last chest? Just the compass. So I think the only place that we can find for progression is an ice palace.
Yeah, Pyramid Fairy that gets unlocked through this as well, provided Jenja would finish up Skullwoods as well. I'm thinking that TGH will do Turtle Rock as well now, though.
That looks like where he's going.
Yep, he's going to go check that out, and then once he sees, okay, I got this dungeon unlocked, well, I'm gonna do it. So Jenja didn't actually lose any time compared to TGH by doing it, which is good for him.
Yeah, he got lucky on that one. So it's up to we're watching Jenja because he's the one that's got the new information. What will we find here? First chest in Ice Palace, just 100 rupees. So let's dig her into the cold dungeon and see what's hiding. And chat pointing out Hookshot could still be on the pedestal. That would be especially trolly at this point in the game.
Yeah, but we would need to find something here soon. Like, boots and bombos would be required for that.
Very true. Very, very true. We'll see how things play out. Jenja now working his way through, taking out those Stalfos Knights. And like you said, TGH checking Turtle Rock. If he hasn't already, he's confirming that, yep, it is indeed accessible. And he's going to open it up and probably head on in. And Jenja opting not to do the bomb jump here. He's going to go the long way around. But given he's got all those chests to check, I don't entirely blame him either.
No, that's definitely a smart play, especially without the hook shot. You're very likely to pick up keys in a way where it makes it very easy for you to skip the room where you actually need the hook shot. So that's definitely a very smart move there.
It also helps that he has the Cane of Samaria, which will allow him to not need to use that one block. So that will save him that puzzle. Jenja tried to avoid the fire bar, but didn't have much luck there, unfortunately. So let's see what he finds in here, taking out these two. I don't even know what these things are called.
These two dudes. I don't know.
Exactly. Still hasn't found the big key yet, so we're still on the hunt for that. So can't check the big chest. He's gonna have to head downstairs and check to see what else is floating around. Now, because he doesn't have the hook shot, he's gonna have a hard time in this next room here, because he's gonna have to bomb jump this.
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't be an issue. It's not the easiest bomb jump ever, but there's a pretty good visual you can use, and I think he should be having no trouble, hopefully. There we go.
Yep. Got one shot. Nicely done. And it's especially difficult if you're using a new sprite like this one, because odds are good he hasn't tested it yet.
Yeah, that's if you use new sprites, that's definitely the most challenging thing is to make sure that your bomb jump setups still work.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of people who can do good bomb jumps and then use a new sprite and have a little trouble with that. And oh, Bunny Bean got him. There's the big key. So he's going to check upstairs, see what's in the one chest, or see what's in the room. When he opens up the door, I don't think that's a smart idea since he's going to have to reopen it anyway. But we'll see how that plays out for him. There's a heart container. Oh, and chat points out those enemies we were talking about earlier are called Freezors. Thank you, chat. That's why we love you. And there's a small key. Still no sign of that hook shot. If it's not in Ice Palace or in Pyramid Fairy, the odds of a pedestal seat are starting to look pretty high.
Oh, we gotta find something here. Like, there's literally there has to be something out here somewhere.
That's true. It's gonna be bombos and or boots.
Jenja's taking an extremely weird route through this dungeon, but I mean, more power to him if it works out.
Yep. All right, another small key. I think that means that we're down to the big chest and cold stare. So I think both of them have items.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Jenja gonna bomb jump across. Oh, couldn't quite get it. Falls under the hole, which means he's gonna have to go back around because he does not have the hook shot to skip that.
Oh, I think he's just gonna say bless RNG, and Cold Stare has the item I want.
He's hoping, yeah, he's hoping he has those items because right now we're not finding much. But again, I'm pretty sure both items, there's still at least 2 items available, so hopefully he won't have to double dip. Because this is one of those dungeons that's nearly impossible to double dip if you have to. No, and chat saying there's 1 item left. Okay. Never mind. So he is hoping that... Uh-oh. He's going to have to use his blue potion because he ran out of magic. But he is praying beyond hope that Cold Stare has the item he needs. Because if he drops the small key, he's going to have to double dip to get that last item, and he's not going to want to do that given how difficult Ice Palace is to double dip.
Yeah, he's not going back for that unless it's literally his last location left, so...
Let's find out here. He's defeated Cold Stare with only a little trouble, and he gets Compass.
Oh, yeah, but Chet is pointing out that it can't be the hook shot. In the big chest, because he had the bomb jump for it.
That's true. It was a sequence break, so yeah.
Yep.
But that also means technically it can't be a period ferret either.
That is very true. Very true.
So, could it be on... no.
Where is it?
Okay,
that's a good question.
Where's the hook shot? Or where's the boots and bombos to get in the mire?
He's bringing back the pendant, I think. Oh, boy.
He's going to be getting his bow. It's going to
gothic.
delay him from that because he's going to go into pod and maybe Eastern. Smart play, but it's, again, we still do not know where the hook shot or the boots and bombos are.
I'm trying to think what is left for both runners that they haven't checked. I can't really come up with a whole lot if you can't tell by the silence.
Yeah, I'm not figuring it out either. This is tricky. But Jenja getting his bow from Sahasala, probably frustrated that it took him that long to get it. TGH quickly getting through Trinex, given that he has the Tempered Sword. So he is done. He's probably going to be heading to Ice Palace as well, since for the same reasons. He's just as lost as Jenja is right now.
TGH also still has a lot of mids locations left that Jenja already checked, so he will probably be catching up on those.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, I honestly don't know where the hook shot is. I'm trying to think what we've forgotten because, let's see, we've checked most of the Overlord locations.
Did we get both items in Desert Palace? I don't.
I think we did.
Oh, 50 rupees and Fisher Price Shield, right? Yeah.
That's Fisher Price Shield. The shield was on the torch.
Yeah.
And 50 rupees. So yeah, desert is covered. So that's not where it's hiding. Both tablets have been checked.
Mm-hmm.
What am I missing? What are we missing?
Darkest Cave.
That's if it's there. Oh, good God!
Remember when I said that I was surprised that TGH didn't check it? Oh my God.
They completely forgot about the dark end of escape. Oh my God, that's got to be where it's hiding.
Oh my.
Oh, son of a snapper.
That's the one thing I can think of right now that both haven't checked.
These runners just trolled themselves.
I think we're done otherwise, yeah?
Yeah, it's got to be where it's hiding. And both of our runners have completely forgot about it.
I mean, realistically, that's not a bad play to forget about it. Because, it's on location. What are the odds, right? What are the odds? I mean, apparently 100%, but yeah.
And people are mentioning other locations. You can't check King's Tomb because we don't have the boots. We don't have powder or mushrooms. We can't check those fetch quests. Yeah. Oh, good Lord. That we've got to check it. We've got to check. That's got to be where the hookshot is too, because it's only one item, so it has to be hookshot.
Well, it could be boots that lead to the Bombos tablet that puts us into Mire, so we can pull the pedestal.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, boots finding Bombos in King's Tomb or Bonk Cave. That could be the case, but yeah. That's the only two items it could be are boots or hookshot in in Sewer Escape. Oh Lord, this is gonna be fun. Once again, I'd like to remind you folks, if you're enjoying our runners, be sure to give both Jenja and TGH a follow on Twitch. Because, after a race like this, they're going to need your support. Jenja now taking on Helmasar King. Shouldn't have too much trouble. Doesn't have Tempered Sword, so unfortunately he's probably gonna opt to do Silver Strats. But we'll see how that plays out for him. While TGH working his way through Ice Palace, hitting that same bomb jump that we saw Jenja do earlier. All right, so what's Jenja gonna do?
He's going back in, for sure, getting his Tempered Sword. He's going to clear out Pod. Now, interestingly enough, I'm not sure if he's actually going to do Eastern. That's going to be an interesting question, really.
Oh man, it's races like this and it's moments like this that make me love this tournament so much, because you just realizing what we know versus what they know. When you're in the middle of when you're running this, you're so concerned with what you're doing at that very moment, you often forget about a lot. And with the pressure of trying to complete this as fast as you can, it's very easy to forget about certain locations, and that is exactly what we're seeing here. This one location that both of our runners completely ignored, and now it's cost them a lot of time. All right, so TGH going to finish up Ice Palace here shortly. Jenya, like you said, going to get his Tempered Sword here in just a moment. But, oh, man, where do we go from here? Who is the first one to check the sewers?
Whoever gets done with all the overworld first.
I guess. Also, I think we confirmed that Big Chest only had a single rupee.
Yeah.
And TGH now working on Cold Stare with Tempered Sword. Once again, slightly easier fight. Getting through it without too much effort there. It only took one hit there at the end. All right, let's see what TGH does next here. And Jenya finishing up. Where do these two runners going next?
Jenya is finishing up Eastern Palace.
Yep, not a surprise there, honestly. He doesn't know. TGH, he's heading over to Meyer area. I don't know if he's checked or not.
No, this is all new to him, so he's going to probably do Desert and finish it up too. Which would put him at 6 crystals.
Yep. Still got a long way to go here, but TGH indeed going to Desert, going to probably full clear, because he can do that at this point now that he has the Titan's Mitts and, of course, both fire sources. So he is in perfect condition to do this. So this right now is pretty much TGH's race, but it all depends on who finds the hook shot first.
Yep. No, I can see TGH doing it first, because TGH in general has a lot of overworld left, and he might just randomly decide to, hey, you know, I'm gonna start here and clean up from there. So if he saves and quits and then starts on the Sanctuary, that would be ideal for him. That could happen. I could see him do that. However, if he thinks more like logically, he will try to find it somewhere behind a mid location, probably. I don't know. It's a tough call. Like, Jenya will have a harder time, because Jenya has checked a lot of overworld already. So, he will probably not think of the sewers until the very, very end. Like, Jenya also still has to do Skullwoods. He can, well, he has to finish Desert eventually anyways, but yeah, that's not really going to do anything for him, I guess.
Yeah. And chat pointing out, yeah, as soon as they knew I was commentating, we'd have a seed like this where that one item just keeps trolling them. This is how my seeds normally go. They get a good amount of items early on, and then there's that one item that just doesn't want to give itself up. Alright, so TGH now opening up the back end of Desert, going to be taking on Land Molas here shortly. We're finally seeing something new here. I believe, as I recall, Land Molas will not have anything on them. So this is just for the crystal, but that's still important. And using the silver arrows with a very quick kill. Pretty much a 0 cycle there. There's the compass. There's crystal number 6. So TGH in the lead, essentially 1 crystal away from Ganon's tower. But it all comes down to the hook shot. Because at this point, he has nothing but overworld locations left to check. There's no dungeons he can check for it. Even though he's going back in, he's not going to find anything because he's checked all... Or I guess he hasn't checked Big Chest yet.
Yep, he can. He has to get the 50 rupees there. I'm really curious to see what he does now. Like this is it. Like, depending on what he does, this could be his race or he could throw it away.
Indeed, indeed. But this has been amazing to watch. There's the 50 rupees in the big chest. He's heading out of there. He's probably going to check Checkerboard Cave because he hasn't checked that yet. But then after that, it's what he does next. Jenja having very little trouble there with Mothula. Takes him out. He gets his next crystal. He's only got 2 left. Desert Palace and Swamp Palace. So he's right behind.
He's right there. Right there, yeah.
And TGH heading back to Kakariko. Interesting call there. He's not going where we want him to go.
He's going to do Smith and all, and chests, purple chests. All of that.
Yep, he's going to get that. He's going to get his literacy. That's about all he's going to get out of it.
Exactly. That's the funny part, actually.
Oh, wait a minute.
Actually going to check the pedestal.
We got a pedestal check. This is where we'll know for sure, folks. Is the hook shot there? And what do we have? Half magic.
That ain't too bad.
Not going to be something they're going to go for, but that means that almost makes it certain that Hookshot is going to be in the sewers, and that is exactly where I think that's where he's going. No, he's going down.
Oh man, I cannot believe neither of them have checked that because their setup was so good for the dark room too, like with the master sword beams.
Yeah. Actually, I think Jenja is going to check the Pyramid Fairy first.
Yeah, probably not realizing that the hook can't be behind that, I guess. Which, to be fair, if I was racing and I had to think about this, I would probably, I don't know, maybe also not realize.
All right, well, let's see what happens. Jenja now got his big bombs, gonna head over to the Pyramid Fairy.
I just realized, I hope if Boots and Bombos are in here.
Oh, good God.
Would be so bad.
Oh, man. He's also going to check the Pyramid Ledge, going to find his green potion. He's not going to go for that just yet. Also, thank you to Soldier Hawk for the $4.99 sub. Much appreciated, my friend. We have... There it is! Hook shot!
Are you kidding?
Oh. So, that means... Hook that you had to complete Ice Palace to even get the hook shot.
Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I guess completing it would be possible because the logic assumes you don't need the big key.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Now, I could make the shout. I could call go mode, but remember, it's faux mode. Because
of course,
there's still that slim chance that they still need the boots. We are in Schrodinger's go mode right now, ladies and gentlemen. Jenja's gonna fin his last crystal, gonna get his last crystal. He's gonna get his last crystals after he goes to desert and finishes that up. So right now, the advantage goes to Jenja. But that's only for as long as he holds out, because TGH still has to go there as well. But I think that's where he's going. I think that advantage is slim, because TGH now is also making his way to the Big Fairy Cave. He's going to get his hook shot, and then he's going to be back in the lead. So that means that Misery Mire can be completely skipped.
This is... I want to just point out, though, that this is insanely close, if you ask me, because Jenja only has to finish Desert, which is not very long.
No, it is not.
They are probably just about tied at this point. Jesus.
And thank you for the clips in the chat. Hey, Cyclone, you want to help me out with those, buddy? And bear in mind, there's still quite a few chests in Swamp that we have not checked. The boots could be here. Yeah, Cyclone, there was a couple clips posted there. I know you're good at submitting those. Go ahead and put those on the list. And TGH finally picking up his hook shot. He's going to be making his way right to Swamp.
Oh my, I think... Wow, this is so close. Crazy.
It is, it really is.
Jenja might actually be slightly in the lead, maybe? I don't even know. I don't even know!
Jenja knows he needs to make sure he has those boots before going to Ganon's Tower, so he's going to check these back two chests. They're on the way. There's the mushroom! Oh man, what a race this has been for our runners, taking this long to even get into Schrodinger's go mode. We're not even in full go mode yet, though we are able to get to Ganon's Tower. And the only thing that's stopping them from full clearing this game at this point is if the torch has the big key. And bear in mind, even if it is, there's a very good chance that the boots are in Ganon's Tower. You have no idea how many times I've seen boots in Ganon's Tower with the key torch locked. I think I've had at least 2 or 3 races where that's happened.
Alright, Jenja getting done with Argus here. Getting a big key. That's what he wants in a little bit. Not quite yet. Also, Jenja still has to finish Desert, but that's like...
That's true,
a quick hop over.
But we're going to go ahead and start early, ladies and gentlemen, just in case, because we know TGH is not too far behind. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do something cool for you guys. There are 22 item locations inside of Ganon's Tower. You go ahead and put your guesses in now. If you have subscribed to any of the Speed Gaming channels or have donated or cheered 250 bits or more on any of our channels, you have your opportunity to join in the game and can get a shout out from our bot once the call has been made. So please get your guesses in now, ladies and gentlemen, because it won't take long for Jenja to get past this last boss. Yes, I know we're a dungeon early. I jumped the gun just slightly, but nonetheless, let's get those guesses in now because it won't take long to clear this, especially because he's got Tempered Sword, Silver Arrows, Fire Rod. We're in good shape for this.
How is this so close? Oh my lord.
I know, right? They're both pretty much going into the boss around the same time. TGH going to get through Argus pretty quickly. Jenya already making his way to... Oh, this is close. This is a lot closer than you think.
Oh my god, dude.
The
bosses die at the
synchronized boss kill!
Oh my god, this is what we're... Oh dear.
This is a close race, folks. Both of our runners pretty much going to be going to Ganon's Tower at around the same time. And if they go in different routes, that's going to make calling the numbers really tricky. And TGH going to be the first one to go into Ganon's Tower, it looks like, because Jenya's going to stock up on potions.
Come on, Jenya, please.
But it didn't take too long. So he's not turning his mushroom, which I'm gonna laugh if that had the boots and the key is torch locked. I'm gonna laugh so hard, and that's what happens. Oh, good God!
I mean, Jenya would have looked like a genius.
No kidding. Especially since TGH did not even pick up the mushroom, that would really be bad. All right, last call for any guesses, folks. Oh, TGH gonna check Hookshop Cave first. We got Powder.
Wow, I'm really shocked actually that he does that.
That's a bit of an odd choice to make. If the boots are there, it pays off, but I wouldn't count on it. Nope.
Yeah, nope. And he lost his lead through that. Wow, like. Wow, I mean, yes, if boots are there, of course, but like in a tournament race where, you know, I'm racing against one other person, I would gamble here every single time. Like,
absolutely.
I don't know.
That was a bit of a gamble there, and it didn't pay off for him, so he's now lost what little lead he had. But they're pretty much going into Ganon's Tower at roughly the same time. So here we go. And Jenya gonna start going to the right side, gonna check to see if there's any keys over there, and then we'll see where he goes from there. Let's get this started here with our count. Number 1, small key. Number 2, small key.
And oh, that smells like a bait right there.
Yeah, he's gonna check right side, it looks like. Both of them are. They're both checking right side. So that'll make it easier for us, at least, to keep track of what's going on here.
Not even close, by the way.
All right, and they're both going into the room here. 3 there, 4, another big 25. Das Boots! One of those! Ladies and gentlemen, both of our runners who just entered Go Mode!
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Yeah, TGH gonna head over to the left side immediately. And there's 7, number 7 with the torch.
I mean, okay, realistically, TGH, of course, has an execution advantage here.
Indeed. Number 8, small key. Number 9, big heart. Number 10, big 20. Come on. Clearing out the room real quick. Number 11, Piece of Heart. Number 12, Arrow Upgrade.
Yeah, TGH is just blasting through this tower right now.
He is. He really is. He is just blazing through.
Ooh, nice meringue strats from Jenja there now.
And there's Pompos and Cannon's Tower at number 12.
Nice. So big keys in Maya, right? That's how this works?
We're not in Key Sanity yet there, buddy.
Oh, wrong tournament. I'm sorry.
Into the rando room. Number 13. There it is! 13!
That's it. And yeah, one thing to note is that TGH does have one small key left, so he will have to get the small key from the Helmasaur. But that's about it.
And shout out to Youthful Purpose who got it correctly.
Yeah, GG's to that.
I think I may have miscounted there, unfortunately. And we've just saved the winner. So at this point, they going up the gauntlet now. The only other item they could find is the Butter Sword. If they decide to check any of the chests along the way, honestly, I'd be surprised if they did.
Well, TGH did check Hookshot Cave, so what do we know?
Yeah, that's very true. But he was probably looking for the boots, and now that he has those, he's probably not going to check anything else. But this race is absurdly close.
Yep.
TGH now, very quick kill on Landmo 2.
Yep.
Man,
Jenja
this race
is having a very good gauntlet too, though. Like, he's not losing too much time, which against TGH, if you are not losing too much time, that's very good. That's very good. So
yeah, this will be very close.
I mean, one Moldorm fall can already change this all up. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's how crazy this is. One bit of trolling by either Moldorm 2 or Ganon, and the other and Jenja can easily overtake him. So this race is far from over, folks. We are cutting this down to the wire. What an amazing turnaround. Jenja having a little trouble there with the Sal robes. TGH very quickly getting through the gauntlet, not checking the other chests there like I figured he wouldn't. He is ready to finish this up. Now on to Trolldorm 2.
He's getting hit.
Getting close there. What a spin and a slash, and TGH takes down Trolldorm without too much trouble there. Checks the validation chest, finds the compass. And Jen, you gotta be careful. He's running a little low on health here, going into Trolldorm 2. And Trolldorm's not happy with him. He wants to troll somebody today. As TGH enters Aga 2. It's a nice double to start off with.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. 3 doubles. TGH takes on Aga 2, and now it's time for the big pig. Ooh, nice triple from Jenya. Very well done. Fortunately, I think it only counted as a double because the 2 of them are right next to each other.
Yeah.
TGH starting his fight with Ganon. Gets some decent RNG, but nothing great. But it's enough to get him into the final phase. It's down to a Ganon hug. If TGH does not get knocked off the ledge, he wins. But that is cutting it close.
Yeah, it's very, very close.
TGH activating the torch glitch, making sure he does nothing to worry about. Nice double. And gets a double-double. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. TGH is your winner. GG, sir. GG.
GG.
With that, TGH finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 49 seconds. Congratulations, sir. And yeah, one of the chat points out, literally, if Jenya had not gone to the mushroom guy, he probably would have won this.
It's been, well, it's a bit more time than that, but it didn't help, that's for sure.
It definitely did not help, but that's how close this race was. And there's Jenya with the win as well. And with that, Jenya also finishing up with an official SRL time, 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 8 seconds. Literally just a minute or so behind. That's how close we had this one, folks. And Jenya joining us here in the room right now. Jenya, GG, sir.
GG.
And TGH joining us as well. Congratulations. That was a close race, you two.
Thank you. Wow. GG, Jenya. That was a seed.
Yeah.
And Jenya joining us here in the
you
room
guys
right now. Jenya,
were
GG, sir.
entering Ganon's tower at the same time, so that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
First of all, TGA, congratulations. How do you think? How was the seed for you personally? Like, how did
it
you
was
think
awful
about
for
the
me.
race?
I couldn't. It was just one of those seeds where like you're just so uncertain like the whole time. Like I was really nervous all throughout. Like I don't know. I like to be sure of things, and I just was never sure this seed. So
Yeah, I think the big question's got to be, how about that hook shot?
It was just one of those things where like when you find it, you're just like, like it's it was just so that seed trolled pretty hard. So the seed basically forced you, like obviously since ice was a fat fairy dungeon, it forced you to do ice without the hook shot. I knew that there was a pretty good chance I wouldn't find anything on the right side. I want to say that the right side was actually hookshot locked, but I'm not positive. Because it was. Yeah, I'm always confused about when it's not.
Don't worry, we were too.
Yeah, but I was more hoping for the boots than anything, because I knew that there was still a lot of game left to play, and the boots would save me a lot of time. So I was still looking for those. I was looking for those like all the way up until I found them. Checked Hookshot Cave before going into GT. It was worth it in the end. Like I checked right side GT first solely to try and find the boots. Like because I almost never go right side unless there's something else that I need to find. And I don't know. That seat just really trolled. I'm just happy that race is over.
Yeah, the seed, even from the beginning, this seed was not playing nice with you guys. Only giving you items a little bit at a time until finally it gave up the hook shot in the big fairy cave, and then of course boots in Ganon's tower, which is like the third time I've seen that happen now, where boots were in Ganon's tower. That was trolling till the very end.
Somebody's plan doing these seeds, I swear. Like putting the boots in GT, like V27. It's just one big plando plot. I swear to God, put the boots in GT, and then just everything else comes after it.
I think for me, the nail in the coffin was probably going back into Eastern. I actually don't know why I did that. Honestly, at that point. I regretted it as soon as I entered it, but
yeah, I did the same thing actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it made sense.
Yeah, there was the off chance of pedestal still, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Jenja, I think you were the only one who checked the pedestal actually, and it turned out to be half magic, so that probably took a relief off of you.
Well, I mean, when I went to finish Skullwoods, I was like, yeah, okay, you know. It's nice to check because if there is the hookshot on the pedestal, that means I have to find the boot somewhere because I wouldn't otherwise get into Misery Mire. But I mean, I have basically almost the entire overworld map cleared, and that's usually a very bad sign. But yeah, that is how it is. Well, I guess I found the mids pretty early, or fairly early, but.
If something like that was going to happen, if a full clear overworld was going to happen, it was going to be this seed. Because, like, Titans and Swamp. Swamp was the last place I went for Titans, or the second to last, I think. And just... Yeah, Titans was basically the floodgates opening for the seed, but it took a while for them to open, because there was still a lot left to be done, but whatever.
We honestly thought that you guys were like right up at that point when you guys were getting near the end. We honestly thought that it was in the sewers of Escape, because neither of you checked that.
Yeah, that was in the back of my mind as well.
Yeah. I was actually just praying that it's not there because I figured that TGH would probably check that. So I was like, please don't boots, no boots there.
No, neither of you checked that. So. But it looks like it was unnecessary anyway, because the only 3 items left to find were the boots, the Bombos medallion, and the hook shot. And you found all 3 of those by the time you got through Ganon's tower.
Yep.
All right, so we got to keep this a little short because there is another race getting ready to start here in a minute here. But any final words before we wrap this up?
Not really. GG, congrats TGH.
You too, Jenja. Good race,
in
man.
The killer group.
Fun.
And good luck for upcoming races, man. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, dude. You too. And thank you guys for commentating, Elmegus and Shades. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks to Feasel for hosting this tournament as well.
Thanks to Dude for tracking.
Yeah, thank you, dude.
Indeed. Make sure you give both of our fronters a follow on Twitch, both TGH and Jenja. And of course, Thank you to our tracker, Dude, and of course my co-commentator Almegas. Give us all a follow on Twitch if you can. But thank you guys so much. Any last words from you, Megas, before we sign off?
That was amazing. I loved it. Great race. Amazing commentating with you, and enjoy the next race.
Indeed, yeah. Stay tuned, folks. We've got a Final Fantasy 1 randomizer starting here shortly. We've got other races on all of our other channels, so keep your eyes peeled. We've got our secondary tournament going on as well. And races going on all over the place of all different games. Zelda 1, Final Fantasy 1, all of these different races. So stay tuned for more. Make sure you follow all 8 of our channels. Actually, more than that now. We've got the link to the past randomizer channel, so be sure to follow that as well. But in the meantime, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'm the Shades, and as I always like to say, rock on, guys!